Poet John Keats wrote, "Beauty is truth, truth beauty. That is all you know on earth and all you need to know." I believe he was saying that it is the lens we look through that determines what we see. And the more beauty we see, the closer we are to the truth. We don't need to have an answer for everything. Sometimes the mystery is enough. We need not explain our attraction to beauty or what we love, especially since beauty is truly held in the eye of the beholder. Through the years, I've received interest in my dresses. It's ranged from the curious, "Why do you wear so many dresses?" to the inspired, "I need to wear more dresses." And now some of my wonderful subscribers are suggesting that I do a video on dresses, so here we go. Growing up in our family, clothing and history were interwoven. Our grandparents had these two huge ancient trunks in their dusty basements, filled with well-preserved clothing. Everything from wedding dresses, fancy hats, tiny handmade lady shoes, and the most precious petite baby clothes. All of it from both sides of their families from before the Civil War. I was given this christening gown that my grandfather and his mother were baptized in. It's from the mid-1800s, and I absolutely treasure it. Perhaps one day our future grandchildren will be baptized in it as well. It was our grandparents who taught us the appreciation and value of clothing and how one presents themselves. For years I tried to be what everyone said I should be. The world was saying to be more tailored and professional and to fill my closet with black basics, maybe throw in some white, perhaps some color and a few neutrals. I hadn't taken the time to be true to myself and the feminine shapes and designs that I actually loved. I'm an artist, a romantic, and the little girl inside of me still relishes historical novels, stories like Beauty and the Beast, and everything Jane Austen. Most people I know crave more beauty, and I believe becoming kinder, truer, and more at peace with ourselves is the path to opening that world in whatever way fits. Growing up in the 70s in California, I'm still enamored with tiny floral print dresses, medieval frocks, and hair with flowers. And I'll forever be a beach girl at heart who's most comfortable in tousled hair, light makeup, with my hands and feet in the sand and dirt. Our home was an active athletic boy house with my older brothers, all their friends, and our professional sports coach, father. I am my father's athlete and my mother's only daughter. We all have our unique past, a story to tell, and ways we define ourselves, whether consciously or unconsciously. There are so many ways to express who we are by how we choose to live and view life. There's not one way to be, but countless ways. The possibilities are as numerous as the stars. So much of our reality is what we make it to be. Trial and error is a big part of our journey in discovering our true selves. As someone who grew up in believing in fairy tales, I will say my biggest lesson has been to realize we are rescued by the thing that truly defines us, which is our soul. What do you love? What inspires you? If you would embody the things you treasure, what would that look like, feel like, be like? Or if you already do, what is it? I would love to hear your answers, so please share them in the comments section below. I read and value every comment, and I so enjoy hearing from you. Let's go into my closet. I learned much from my grandmother I emulate today. She had a way of structuring everything. Tending her garden, she had beautiful roses, violets, and of course, maintaining their things. She made everything seem easy, delightful, and orderly. I've attempted to do the small item wardrobe through the years, but am partial to creating high organization with more choices so I can launder every 2 or 3 weeks rather than more often. As much as I adore dresses, when the weather turns cold, it's time to move on to pants. Winter sweaters and sleepwear are boxed, put away, and traded out when the weather changes. Tops and dresses are arranged by their length of their sleeves, from sleeveless to short to long, simply because it helps me decide what to wear based on the temperature and season. Once soft dresses become a little too worn, they are considered for my sleep and loungewear drawer. I've learned to hang dresses that have elastic or fragile sleeves on pant hangers rather than regular hangers to keep them from stretching out. Our grandmother had a lovely, modest wardrobe that consisted of natural fabrics, and she hand washed and ironed everything that was cotton and linen, and she took special care of her lingerie. She showed me how to do everything. There were products and techniques to remove every possible stain. Delicate clothes went to the French laundry to be hand laundered. Suits and outerwear, to the best of my memory, were the only things they would have ever considered dry cleaning. When I finally began curating a thoughtful for keeps wardrobe, I began a system of hand washing all fine materials in the sink. I was never able to find a French laundry. I haven't dry cleaned in years. I'll post my very easy, simple methods down below. Not only is it a money saver, but it protects our clothes and bodies from harsh and damaging chemicals. It was also my grandmother who taught me to wear all leather shoes, to quote her, because they breathe and don't become smelly. Since then, I followed this sage advice and I purchased leather upper shoes that don't break the bank if they're going to be worn hard, which is very common for me. And finer all leather shoes and boots are for special occasions, well cared for and kept in boxes. Every one of these dresses has been shortened from mid-calf up to mid-knee, and I knew it when I purchased them. Having a trustworthy tailor makes it so we can custom fit our clothes to be exactly what we want them to be, and so we're not at the mercy of what's being sold in the stores. Clothes that need altering are very often on sale and greatly reduced so they can be great for the budget. Dresses, in my opinion, can go a little shorter when the weather warms, but in the spring and autumn, I feel more comfortable with them being a bit longer. This belt is something I asked the tailor to make from the leftover material when the dress was shortened, and I believe it actually completes the dress. It's fun to play around with outerwear and shoes, dressing up or down depending on what we're doing. The only thing I won't ever pair with a dress is a blazer. Maybe if it was a short skirt or a short dress, which I don't wear anymore, but everything else is fair game. I'm not sure about my choices here. My daughter was filming and I was playing. What would you do with this dress? I've become comfortable cutting off ruffles, lace, or any embellishment that's too fussy. This was a 2-inch peplum and a ruffle around the bottom, and I traded it for a beautiful raw edge. It's so satisfying when it works. Fabrics of cotton, linen, matte silk, and rayon are my favorite choices in petite prints and solids in colors of nature. Etsy has tons of small shops that make dresses and sweaters in natural fibers, and I have several dresses and sweaters from Etsy. It's remarkable that we live in a time when we can buy from and support small businesses from all over the world. I also like Madewell dresses for just casual dresses. They come in all shapes and sizes, and I always find dresses from Madewell. I've learned I won't choose to wear uncomfortable clothes. And so therefore I no longer buy uncomfortable clothes. Wearing pantyhose with tall boots is a little secret I learned that helps to extend the wearability of dresses when the season becomes cooler. So of all the alterations that I've had done, it's important to have a great tailor, and I have an awesome tailor, so let's go tailor a new dress. It's funny they made it so big across the top.
Waiting now.
Yeah. So will you do redo the zipper?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I take the side as Suki, because a little bit more work, and then make it look good too.
Okay.
Because
yeah, I think that's good. Yeah.
Because I take it all the way down a little bit.
Yes.
Because extra materials from here.
Yes.
Let's take it off too.
Yeah, because it was squeezing it down here too. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah.
That's
it. Thank you.
Okay.
Fall and spring is a time to pull out and remove items that haven't been worn for 2 seasons. No matter how much something is valued or how much I've invested, it's time to get honest and define why I no longer choose it. Sometimes it's fit, color, shape, or simple wear and tear that puts it to the back of the line every time. I find great satisfaction in giving clothes to others who will wear and enjoy them rather than having them getting lost in my closet. Lastly, my grandmother wore a perfume that remains on the few things I have of hers. They smell sweet and powdery, and her fragrance floods my mind with so many sweet memories. I too have a favorite scent I've worn for years. Half gets sprayed on me and half on my clothes. It's pretty wonderful to consider the reality where we can wrap up all of our history, experiences, dreams, heartache, losses and wins, and leave a sweet fragrance behind from where we've been.